Hey, Jamie, you ready? Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Saturday morning cartoons with Jake and Jamie. Enjoy the show.
Oh, do that again. That was all right. I guess that's a precursor to the. Let's introduce the best wingman on the planet, Jamie Page.
Well, we couldn't get hold of him, but I'm here instead. So, right. First of all, before we get to my little intro, we're going to put out a massive congratulations to Mr. Harry Malika for the birth of his new grandson.
Yeah,
So, whistles out again.
yeah,
Congratulations, Harry.
yeah. I can't do like
That
you.
was pathetic, Jake.
I know. I'm
Pathetic.
not even gonna. I'm done trying.
Onto my social medias. You can find me on YouTube's and Instagrams under under JP Woodwork. No S. You can find me on Facebook. I'll post there on there under JP Woodwork as well. I think that's probably about it. Stop. Don't even
What do you
start.
got? What do you got? What you got going on?
What have I
What
got
you got?
going on?
Yeah,
What T-shirt have I got going on?
yeah, yeah. Of
I,
course, I'm talking about the T-shirt. I'm not talking about anything else.
I am wearing the awesome Mr. Tony Relu,
Tony
Hillview
Relu.
Wood and Metal.
Nice.
Go and check out his
Nice.
Instagram. You want to get yourself some fine tools. There's a bit of a waiting list, but yeah, go and get yourself some fine
Nice.
hand tools, all handmade by Mr. Awesome Tony Relu.
All right. You done with your shenanigans
So
now?
no, not really. I'm going to quickly write down this super chat by the awesome Brad
Okay.
R.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we are going to ask the chat for 3 colours, please.
Three
So the
colors,
first 3
please.
colours that comes out of the first 3 colours that I see pop out of the chat, we're going to get to them.
Nice. Okay. Gloves, glasses, well ventilated area. A heated area today because holy moly, it's cold. It's been cold for most of the week. So the resin room is luckily we did a
Oh,
little bit of
Matt
planning
got in
ahead.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of
Blue,
planning ahead. Yeah.
blue, red, and no con blue.
Imagine that. Blue, red, and no con blue. Is that what you said?
Yep,
So 2 blues.
2 blues.
Okay. So anyway, gloves, glasses, well ventilated area, warm area, super cool wingman, awesome people
Hmm.
in the chat. A lot of stuff going on today. We're going to do a regular pin blank giveaway. We're going to do an auction later. We're not going to talk about it till it's time to do it. It's going to be a cool one. And we got Patreon later on today. Well, we're going to auction off a finished piece for Make a Wish. At the top of the chat is we've pinned a Make a Wish donate thing. Go in there, donate. I make tickets for it. Any questions? Send me something on. Send me a message on Instagram or later on in the chat or whatever, and we'll get started on this project. First thing we're gonna make is we're gonna make the number one hand and the number one hand. We're actually gonna give those away in Patreon today. So these 3 colors are for that. And let me get these colors divvied up. What color did we say? No con blue. Brad
Yeah,
got
you
them.
got blue, no con blue, and red.
Okay, I got you.
Jen Stevens has asked a question that says, how many super chat colours are left? So I was just about to get to that, Jen. All the super chat colours have been picked. So if you do super chat from now on, you'll still be entered into the raffle. But unfortunately, not be able to pick a colour.
There you go. No
Let
con
me adjust
blue.
my camera boom because it's in front of the
Con
screen.
blue. Dark ocean blue. No con blue. And then we'll pick a red here in a second.
Yeah,
No
you will.
con. Yeah, I will, because you told me to, huh?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all
Hmm.
good.
Yeah. So while you're divvying them up, I'm going to quickly scroll up the chat a little bit and read out some of the people out in the chat. So
Awesome.
we have Mr. Matt Wackley in. We have Jen. We have Michael McEwen. We have Joey Stillblade in. So that
Hey,
means all 3 security guards are present and correct, sir. We have
security. All right.
Given Chances Farm is in. Winner from
Winner,
was it
winner.
last week?
Double winner. Yeah.
Yeah, double winner from last week. So good to see you
Yeah.
back.
We did good.
We have Kiani. She's in.
What's up?
We have
Tony?
Harry Mulliker. We have
Harry.
Leah Gwynn.
1 second, Jamie.
Uh,
Red Rose. Red Rose was the red we used. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get
We
this
have
mixing up.
Radar in. Leah Gwynn. David
Yeah.
Birch is in. Michael McEwen. Pamela MacGyver.
Pam.
Ashley's in.
Shut up.
Mr. Wayne the Wood Turner is in.
Mint. What?
Mint. Super mint. Here we go.
We have Frank Schramundel. He's
What's up,
over on
Frank?
Facebook. So head over to YouTube's Frank. If we get to 100 people viewing on YouTube, there's always a nice little psalm to give away. So share with your friends, share with your families, and share with your enemies.
What's up, Frank?
We have Broken Branch Woodshop.
What's up?
Let's keep going. Simone Simmons out there. Let's keep going. We have Kez and or Phil, or maybe both, from Spirit and Bear.
Hello,
Another
y'all.
awesome content creators.
Mhm.
Shane Hurst is out there.
What's up, Shane?
Marco Woodturning is out there.
Hello.
Let's keep going. Jen C. Stevens is out there. Let's keep going. Mr. Martin Brees
Already.
from Rain, Sleet, and Snow is out there.
We're hearing some new names too, huh?
Stands at the top of a ditch.
Yeah.
Mr. Wayne Hillman. AGK Woodworks is out there. Anita Ball is out there. She just super chatted. So that's 2 weeks in a row I've not missed you there, Anita.
Amazing. That's progress, man.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I can't see my mouse cursor. Oh, there it is. Right. We have Andrew W's out there. We have Javier Velasquez. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Velasquez. There we go. Let's keep going. Pamela MacGyver, Andrew W, CJ's Hobbies is out there as well. So if you are new to Saturday morning cartoons, please feel free to let us know where you are in the around the globe, and let the people out in the chat welcome you to your first episode.
Nice.
Very
Welcome.
very nice people out there to the chat, and also welcome to the show.
You will be welcomed here. Unless you're a jerk, then you'll be kicked out.
With
That's how we roll, man.
you'll be welcomed with open arms. Get given a big old bear hug from the security guards.
Yeah. If you're a troll, just get out of here, because Joey, Matt, and Jenny don't play around, man. They're like WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Hey, CJ, I saw that. I'm glad you enjoyed that thing in person. Super cool that you won it.
And Chris Schwind is also in as well.
Chris?
Marco Woodturney's from West Virginia.
West Virginia. Beautiful.
Mama Thompson's out there.
What's up, Mom?
The OG Sweet Tea. Rolando Fuentes is in.
Rolando. OG.
How you
Rolando.
doing?
Yeah.
Joey says, we will show you the door.
Mm-hmm. Good boy, Joey.
Michael McEwen says he's off the left coast of Canada.
Nice.
Shane Hurst is in East Tennessee.
Tennessee. So we had a had a video go out Wednesday evening instead of Wednesday morning. I think that's a way better time. Or maybe it was just a way better video. You know, a lot more attention on it. So that'll probably be what's happening. I might try other days of the week, but it won't be in the morning. Edited video won't go out in the morning anymore, I don't think. So, but that one, I think everybody here probably saw it, and we're gonna take I'm gonna take little clips of that. So when somebody asks us about the temperature, of course we didn't do it yet. So we'll just have a little clip we can play and explain why we pour it, the temperatures that we pour at. Sound good,
Yeah,
Jamie?
yeah, yeah. Sounds good to me, mate. Sounds good to
All
me.
right.
And we have Stefan Nevloff says, "Hello, first time I get to watch live. Used to have to watch the replay. Watching from Texas,
Texas is all right. It's a
the
pretty
good
good
old
place.
country of Texas."
It's a pretty good place.
Jen Stevens has a question. She says, besides for being conversational pieces, what else are the finger pieces good for?
The finger pieces, just they're just fun.
You could hang your coat on it, so you
Yeah,
could put a bolt in the back.
yeah. There's other people they put it in their shops and hold stuff or whatever. Um, I've had the big hands that are like that. I've had heat guns sitting on it and stuff like that. It's just fun, and it's just to get you thinking about what you can make um, with silicone molds and stuff like that. That's all it is. We
Brad,
like doing
uh,
things that don't matter.
Brad says, Jamie, in your video, you use mortises instead of tenons to turn. Any reason why? Usually, if I put a mortise on it, you have to muck around and turn that away afterwards, and it's kind of untidy afterwards. I guess it's pure laziness, really. If I'm
Just
honest,
say it how it is, man.
I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to turn it around. And also my preference is I like the feet on the bottom of the bowls. But I mean, it all kind of depends. So, a lot of the time, if I do put a tenon on the bowl, I won't usually show me turning it off afterwards. And I
Right,
usually do that with things like wet wood and stuff like that. It all kind of depends on what shape of bowl I'm doing.
right. And I like turning them off because so like if you're doing let's say Wayne does a bunch of them and most of them are for demonstration, so it doesn't do him any good to turn it off of there because he's just that time he's already done with the live or the video or whatever. But if you're gonna show it or whatever, you're gonna normally turn the bottom of it off anyway, right, James?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's divvy this stuff up and then we can start. It's a little bit colder.
CJ's, go on, mate.
It's a little bit colder in here, so it might be a few minutes longer working time on this stuff, which really doesn't hurt my feelings too much, especially on the last pour.
CJ says, Jake, the heaviest thing I've turned on my lathe. Jake, the heaviest thing I have turned on my lathe, and because of that, I realise I have a bearing going out.
So I'm helping you do maintenance on your machines. Hey, we knew we could help out somehow. I'm glad you like the blank though. I'm glad you're gonna turn it. Matter of fact, it's super cool.
Ashley says, Jen, I have rings on mine, but I'm probably going to decorate my lathe area eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Garofalo's in.
What's up, Joe?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
Broken Branch Woodshop says, keep it classy. T-shirts are available in Jake's merch store.
That's probably one of my favorites. Just keep it classy. We probably say that more than anything around here, except for probably "Shut up, Ashley." We don't have that one, do we? Do we make that?
Not yet. No, not yet. Yet underlined twice in red.
Yeah, yet. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna make these match. So like, I'm gonna pour a little bit of color in both of them, and then switch colors. Do a little bit. I think it looks cool to have a matching set, and then whoever gets them can have a matching set. And I think we're gonna make another set of these on the Patreon, and we're gonna make another plaster hand that we're not gonna talk about on the regular show because ooh, it's gonna be bad.
Mark L said, one of the things I found is that small amounts of resin don't seem to reach temperatures. I had about 20 grams that never got above 93 degrees Fahrenheit, but was thickening up when I poured.
You're right, and that's why if you say like people ask me how long to take it out of the pressure pot, and I'm like, if it's a regular like a regular size amount that we do, it's a couple hours. But if you have something real small, then it's you can leave it in there overnight, and that's because there's not enough. There's less chemical reaction going on with the less amount of chemicals you put together. So that's
Hmm.
why. And what you could do to combat that, which it's wasteful, but you could make a little bit more that you know is going to have a good chemical reaction, and then obviously, or make double the amount that you wanted to make, or you're going to have some waste. But if you want it to act like we're doing right now, then you're gonna that really small amounts are going to be hard to get the same results.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. CJ says, "Gotta love YouTube. He just told me now that you are live, Jake."
Hey, they ain't lying. They're not lying.
Anita, Anita says, question. What kind of filter do you use in your air compressor to eliminate moisture?"
The the one I'm using today is that California Air Tool one, and it's barely had any air in it, and it's been in this room the whole time. So I don't have one on it, but I have just moisture traps, the ones that go in line for my big compressor. I have one out by the compressor, and I have a video on that, which one I
Hmm.
put on there. And I have a drain tube on the bottom of the compressor to let the moisture out of the tank. And then when you come in the shop, I have another moisture trap as it comes in the shop too. So, and I
Cool,
just
cool.
and that's the big reason why I'm not using I mean, the cold air is probably not cool because the other shop isn't as well insulated. Where that other air compressor at, it's cold. So the air is going to be freezing when I put it in these pots. So I kind of wanted room temperature air. So I have the little air compressor on, and you'll probably hear it kick on throughout the show.
Yeah. Mr. Chris Cute's in.
What's up,
And
Chris?
he's in with a question. He says, "How old are those molds? Did you make them? Did you just make them, or have they been used before?"
I've been this one here. Let me see. This one here is about a year old because I just finished that drag racing trophy. I made this for a drag racing trophy, and I just finished the second one. So this is over a year old, and we made this hand on Patreon too. So maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
I'm not really quite sure how old that one is, but they hold up pretty well. It's a Lumelite Plat 25 silicone that's degassed and everything, so it's pretty
Lu
nice. Pretty nice.
Louisa Klondike Craftsman says, "I remember when Saturday morning cartoons only used Acme products."
Well, we come a long way, man.
Is he talking about them little stirrers?
Or the old cartoons, they like the railroad the dang it. The Roadrunner and the
Yeah,
Coyote.
yeah, yeah.
He's always
Meet
getting
me.
stuff from Acme to blow it to try to blow up the Roadrunner and stuff. It's just it's a you guys had those cartoons there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Bugs
yeah,
Bunny and all them. Yeah, Acme
yeah,
products.
yeah,
That's where they didn't want to use the company name, so that everything came from Acme, ACME.
yeah, yeah. Ashley says, "Question, Jake, have you ever used UV resin?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want
Okay.
want to you want, I have, and it's like it's cool to glue things together with and stuff like that. And it's
I wouldn't
fast.
use too much of it though, because you can see it quite
Well,
plainly.
well, it's not that. So like, I made that blank for Kez and Phil, and I let some got in between the pieces pretty deep. Well, the UV light, I didn't have it on there long enough, or it doesn't get in there deep enough, and that stuff was kind of seeping out when I ran it through the planer. So
Hmm.
the Alumilite Quick Set, I'm using that as glue now, and it works pretty well. If you're, of course, it takes like 4 hours, but um, it's less mess. It blends in better. It doesn't. It kind of. It's just kind of more convenient. The UVs right now.
Yeah,
It's kind of rubbery. It's kind of it's I mean, I don't really have a complaint about it, but for what we do, I'd rather I have time to glue it together with the other stuff, so that's what I do.
JH is out in the chat and they have a question. Says, do the containers have the ideal working temperature, etc., or do we have to learn by experience?
What do you mean?
Mixing cups? I'm not entirely sure.
The mixing cups they're kind of, I just get these from the grocery store and they hold up to like if I just left them in here and they got to 200 degrees or whatever, or if there's a different epoxy that gets hotter, these are going to melt. These are actually pretty good cups, but as far as the temperatures, I just did a video on that. So if you go back in the channel, look at my last video, it's going to show why we pour at certain temperatures. We're going to go to 105 on these.
Okay.
If that's what he's talking about, I'm not really quite sure where that question was going.
CJ has got another question. How thin can you pour a sheet of alumilite to make strips of resin ribbons? I think you tried that before, did you not?
We did it, but so this stuff, I was probably doing it wrong. We did it on Patreon. I messed it all up, right?
I think so.
Let's probably do.
I think it just snapped.
The Alumilite clear cast and stuff like that works. I know they've done it. Alumilite has a video of them making a they made a chair out of it. They made it real thin, and then before it's set up all the way, they formed it. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. I hope that answers the question.
I think it does. I think it does. Hans Olav Peterson's in. He says, hi there, all of you. A little late as usual.
Hey, consistency is key, man. I'm going to put a little bit of heat in these molds. Just out of good habit, really. I don't think it makes that big a difference on these ones, but your silicone molds that you pour pin blanks into and stuff, it tries to crawl away from the corners if you have too big of a temperature difference between them. We're about 95 degrees right now.
Roy's the boy is in.
What's up, Roy?
Right, I think I'm at the bottom now. So now with that, I'm at the bottom. We can actually get on with asking the people who's out in the chat a question.
I'm about to start pouring, though, by the way, Jamie. So we're right about 100. So if I start pouring, we're ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Right. So the first question out for the people out in the chat, or that person out in the chat, there's a question out here for Ashley, and the question is, what is sanding sealer and what is its purpose? What is sanding sealer and what is its purpose?
Is it dead silence or?
We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what she says.
Okay.
She says she's been researching it. So. Oh, Douglas Mungham's in as well. Sorry, Douglas, I missed that, buddy.
What's up, buddy? So we'll be able to look two with one stone. I think we're about ready to pour. This stuff's getting pretty hot, pretty fast right now. 106. So I'm gonna fill the finger up. I'm gonna fill the two fingers up. I like this. I'm kind of liking this light blue color. Get my big old fat head out of the way. And then we'll do some of this. And it's obviously got a ways to fall down there, so it's gonna probably won't be like a clean, distinct line because it's dropping in there pretty hard. If you can, just like this one right here, I can kind of pour some on the side, but then you got to think where that's pouring on the side, the color's not going to be as defined because it's going up against that silicone. It's probably hard to explain what I really mean, but
it turns out Ashley's found Google.
Uh-oh. Did she? That's awesome.
On a different note, the Jacobsons are in, especially Robin. So
hold on. This is hard with all this extra.
There we go.
I gotta do, Jamie.
I bet putting Ashley on the spot is she's kind of sitting there. She's kind of sitting there.
Emotional, damn it!
Oh my goodness. This is awesome. She's probably coming up with something good.
Cole said it's an extra step you don't need. Did the wood tell you that, Cole?
Listen to the wood. Listen to the wood. Okay.
Andrew W says, I just started about 6 months ago using sanding sealer. Awesome product to seal wood grain and then sand it off. Stops liquid products from leaching doing along the grain, leaves crisp lines. You hear that, Cole?
Yeah, by golly.
Jen's reminded me that Lawrence has asked a question. It says, could you use a heat gun to get bubbles out small pieces of resin?
Illuminate clear slow, like if you use a different resin, that's how I do it. Like if I use, let's say, liquid diamonds or the other Illuminate products, then I'm going to use a heat gun. But Illuminate clear slow requires a pressure pot. So the advice is, we always want to try to not have to do or what we're supposed to do. So my advice on that is, if you don't have a pressure pot, don't use Illuminate clear slow. But there's plenty of other alternatives. And my advice for newer casters is, it's going to be those quick coat one that we're talking about, but they don't go very deep. But Illuminate clear or liquid diamonds is where I would go.
Yeah. The Klondike Craftsman says, I never used sanding sealer for 20 plus years. Pesky Europeans converted me.
They are pesky.
Yeah.
They are pesky. Humble too.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Ooh, one almost done, Jimmy.
Ashley says it's absolutely horrifying that I still don't really know when to use it. All you got to do is ask, Ashley. All you got to do is ask.
And then the next step is listen.
Yeah. Douglas Bungham has asked, what about very thick pours?
Thick pours. You'll have to use Illuminate Clear Slow is the way to go for thick pours like what we just did. You can probably hear the air compressor going right now. Illuminate Clear Slow, in my opinion, is the answer. But you have to have a pressure pot. You have to weigh it. So there's things that people don't want to do. Liquid diamonds will do a little bit deeper than most, and you really don't need a pressure pot. And then you go to the deep pour stuff, or you go to the coating stuff, but you're going to have to do several coats. Like
Yeah.
Illuminate deep pour wouldn't have done what we just did, because it's more than 2 inches thick. So you have to go. If you want to do exactly what I just did, it's going to be Illuminate Clear Slow. And there's probably other casting resins out there, but I use the Illuminate. So there you go.
Okay. On to the next one.
Yeah, let me go run to the oven.
Run, Forrest! Run away! Hurry!
Run away, Forrest. That was my Jenny.
Jenny.
My Jenny. Let me turn these off real quick. Here we go. This mold that we're using is a Harbor Freight. Fits in the Harbor Freight pot. Single blanks. There's a fill line at 1 inch, so you're not spilling stuff everywhere. And as soon as I say that, I'm going to be spilling stuff everywhere, right? Isn't that how it works?
I think so.
So we need, what do we need, Jamie?
We need 3 colours from the people's out in the chat.
By golly.
So first 3 colours that I see, you're going to go in and make some pan blanks.
Yeah. And if they're beautiful, they'll end up on the website, or they're going to end up as giveaway things. Either way.
Right, here we go. Let's have a look. So we've got purple. We've got purple, sparkling Barney purple, and silver.
Silver. I don't have silver. So purple, purple, and silver. Is that what you said?
Purple, Barney purple, and silver. Yeah.
Sparkling Barney or what?
Yeah, sparkling Barney purple.
Okay. Silver. We got fossil gray. We're gonna use that as silver. We got purple garden. Barney purple. The purple garden's gonna get some. What's gonna get some airy white in it, which is basically glitter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
Speaking
That
of the
sounds good.
speaking of the website, did we just speak of the website, or am I just making stuff up?
No, you haven't spoken on the website.
The website's a tricky thing because you're in the middle of it and you're trying to make everything better for everybody, but then you take a step back and you go, oh. So what me and Jamie did was we anything over that coupon code that I made for viewers, we undid that one, and then I put anything over $50, any order over $50 is free shipping. We did that for the whole site, so maybe that'll help everybody.
John Navy's out there on Facebooks.
What's up?
Jen has reminded me of a question from Lawrence. She says, or Lawrence says, or they both say, I was going to use Amazing Clearcast, 1 inch in diameter. It takes 30 to 40 minutes working time.
Is that a question?
It looks like a statement.
I didn't
I'm
see.
not
It should.
sure. I don't know if
So,
everything came in.
so we need to say statement, statement, statement instead of question, question, question. Yeah, they're everything you get is going to have a different working time, a different different demold time, tack time, all kinds. There's all kinds of things.
Just real quick, mate. John Nave says, "What is the YouTube channel, if I may ask?" It's called Jake Thompson.
Yep.
John, and you'll see a picture of Jake as the profile picture.
You'll see this right here. Lucky you. Purple Garden. Let me get this right. Purple Garden, Fossil Gray, Barney Purple, and then we're going to put the airy white in the Purple Garden. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put a bunch of it. You want sparkles? By golly, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some.
Apparently, Bonnie says Barney Purple has the sparkles. Well, it's going to be extra sparkly, I guess.
Wisteria Purple is the one, in my opinion, that has the glitter stuff in it. But you know, it's better than one purple with glitter. Two purples with glitter. Ask Connie, she'll tell you. She'll tell you what's up.
Brad Dar says, Jake, I watched your video on the Harbour Freight lathe. I went out and bought one for myself. I've used the Turncraft MIDI lathe for the Penn State Industries, but wanted something more robust.
Well, you already got it, or
and
ordered?
Jewel is out in the chat as well.
What's up, Jewel? The Harbor Freight lathe. Obviously, I mean, I haven't upgraded. I got it for free, and I haven't upgraded it because just to show. I mean, every hobby you can spend tons of money on every hobby, but if I can show, hey, this thing don't cost that much. I mean, the tools that I use on the lathe were more expensive than the lathe, so just one of those things. I like it, but I wish if budget wasn't an issue or anything like that, then a heavier lathe would be that's the only problem I've had, is that it's
like
light.
my one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jamie, you have the best lathe. So mine, if you get anything off balance on there, it tries to walk around, and it only goes down to 600. So like there's things that I wish I would really like for it to go slower on. But other than that, I make stuff on the lathe. So,
Okay, we've got confirmation from Lawrence now.
okay.
Excuse
Okay.
me, I've got a bit of trap wind on my throat. He wants to let's highlight it so we can all see. Because I was trying to ask if I can. Trying to ask, can I use amazing clear casting resin to make 1-inch blanks with PVC without a pressure pot and use a heat gun?
I don't think I have any here, but I think it says 1/4 inch. People correct me in the chat. I know Matt's used it, but it says 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch or something like that is
It
the
says it's from
depth.
Hobby Lobby.
Well, yeah. So it's one of those deals where the directions on it are going to tell you how deep you're supposed to go, and the way that people get around it is they put it in a pressure pot. So um, it's one of those things you're going to do it, say 3/8. Yep. It's you can try it. You do a smaller one and try it and see. You know, see. But I'm not to sound like a smart mouth here, but the directions, man. I when I first start using something, I follow the directions, and then I get good at it, and then I'll kind of try to skew them a little bit and try to stretch the limits a little bit.
So
You
we
can
have.
definitely hold on. You can
Go on.
definitely do a pour. That's the right amount, and then when it's still tacky and it's before it sets up, or even you can let it set up and sand it, and then do another pour to get the thickness you want. If you really don't want to get a pressure pot, that you want to do multiple pours, you can do multiple pours without a line in there, but you're going to need to pour the second one at the right time. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we have Bacchus 173 is in the chat. It says greetings and salutations from Belfast.
Hey.
I learned after taking up resin art, etc. not long ago, and learned to wood turn. Looking forward to up in my game to resin turning when I buy a lathe.
Awesome. That's what we like to hear around here. Most of the people in the chat, if you're new here, most of the people in the chat do this stuff. So it's like
Yeah,
a library of knowledge in the chat. And then me and Jamie like to show you and tell jokes and keep it classy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And on that note, we've actually got another question for you, but this one's out
Yeah.
to everybody. This one,
This is a serious
so,
question?
serious question. This one, kinda.
Kinda.
Right. So the question is, Matt has just recently acquired a CNC machine and made a few small projects.
Mhm.
What do you think will be his first big project? So Matt is a security guard, in case you didn't know.
Matt
Okay.
Wackerly? Yeah.
So again, the real question of the day, should I say, is Matt has recently acquired a CNC machine and has made a few small projects. What do you think his first big project is going to be? Donna Love Angels in.
What's up, love? How are you? Welcome. Matt. A new Here we go. Slow pitch. Got him. First one out of the box.
He said a flag.
Slide rule, man, to do math with.
Ashley says a giant eggplant.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Got him.
Bonnet is something from his honeydew list. Jen says an abacus. Wayne says a calculator.
That's the good stuff. It's all right.
CJ says a sign for his shop. Connie
Yeah.
Connie says what is it? A Home Depot sign for his shop. I think that was Joey. That would be.
They're mixing. They're crossing security guard jokes.
Bacchus
I
one
love
seventy
it.
three said I love to buy a CNC machine as well. So many great things can be done. Joey says a picture of his head.
Be nice.
Is the bed big enough?
Be nice.
Chris says I was going to say what Jen said. Chris Grigo says, tough to get into resin casting when you work in a insulated, non-heated or cooled garage. Temperature fluctuates too much.
Well, I had the same problem, so we made a room that was manageable. That's what we did. By golly.
Graham Taylor says, a carved bust of us two. I don't think there's enough wood in Atlanta to do me.
Oh. Hey, Matt. Everybody knows a little bit of something about Matt. He didn't even know it, did he? He didn't even know it.
Giving a few ideas for Matt, I must admit.
It's all good, Connie. You're so pretty.
Bless you.
Bless your heart. God bless. Yeah. We should be somewhere close to putting these in there. See, it's 6 minutes in. 6 minutes in. It's 6 minutes in. It's under 80 degrees, and it's because the shop is a little bit colder than normal. I usually have it about just a few degrees, 67. So I normally have it 69 or 70, and that just tells you the temperature in your shop does make a good difference, just like what they were talking about. But I'm about to divvy it up. So there you go. Sorry, Jamie.
So I'm just quickly scrolling out because I think I missed a comment.
Did you get a virtual hug?
No.
Probably need one.
Evidently, I think
give
Jen might have missed it as well.
everybody give Jamie a virtual hug in the chat. He needs it. He likes them.
The Jenny Jen ones are the best though.
Yeah, Jenny gives good hugs, man. Good virtual
I
hugs.
can't find it.
Uh-oh. Which one was it? Maybe they need to redo it. Re-ask.
Yeah.
Human. We're human, right?
They're all doing hugs.
Oh, yeah. I see Simone in there. What's up, Simone?
What's up, Simone?
Sweetheart. Hope y'all are doing well.
On the on the flip side of Matt's CNC, Joey also has a CNC.
Yeah.
And has also made some projects. What do you think his first big project was? Because he's been doing a bit of CNC work for a little while now. Despite his videos being about 3 years out of date.
I got one.
This is where Connie can put that comment in again now.
Yeah. You got it.
I got you, Connie. Joey says, don't bring me into this, JP.
Too late. Too late. He's going to make a sign for a Home Depot protest. They getting him or what?
He might end up making might make himself his own Captain Mexico shield.
Here I come to save the day.
Was you looking for that? Was you?
Yeah. CJ says, question. For all of what? For all. Oh no, I'll get my words in a minute.
You got this. You got this.
For all, at what point does spending money on this hobby become an obsession?
Well,
at the start, I would have said.
When it's bad is like when it becomes bad is when you're not having fun anymore. Just like any other thing.
Connie said a Home Depot sign. Bonnie says a sign for his disc grill. Joey says an El Disco.
El Disco.
Martin says a Home Depot sign. Simone says, I'm good, thanks. Got to cast my first hybrids the past few weeks.
Nice. Super nice. Excited for you.
Chris says cooking utensils for the LD school.
Right? Ooh, that's got some sparkle in it, people.
Yes.
87 is 87. A little bit more mixing, we'll be in there.
Jules says, CJ, when you need extra room for all your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You need to build an extra room.
Yeah,
Yeah, it happens, I hear.
inside of a room.
I hear it happens.
Donna says she's obsessed with art supplies.
Yeah. Well, we all do something. We all spend it on something.
Ashley says, love, yes, cricket, yarn, cardstock, beads, leather, etc. Well, that started off all right, then it kind of went off the rails.
Don't. Keep it. Get the shirt. Buy the shirt, Jamie. Keep it classy. I thought the same thing. This is so speaking of keeping it classy.
Jenny knows what we're talking about. She laughed.
This is a no wood Saturday. It's too cold. All the blanks are there gonna be all resin, no wood.
He's got no wood left,
Got
Lieutenant
no
Dan.
wood. Too cold.
He's got no wood. He gave it to somebody else.
Yeah. It's gonna be all resin.
Mine says Joe made a steel blade woodwork sign. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used eye candy pigments and resin to infill it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cool. Leah says when you have to move stuff to a storage unit so you have more room for your hobby.
Yep.
Jen says inside voice. Connie
It's
said
rough right now.
Chris Schwind says hashtag shrinkage.
Yeah, it happens.
Connie says too cold for the wood.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 91 degrees, people. 92.
Bill Dillard has just tuned in from the Facebooks. Says just tuned in. Is this a Lumalite?
Lumalite clear slow, Billy. Lumalite clear slow.
Joey says he's going to make a mailman sign next. It'll end up in a ditch.
Like your mailman sign. So you're like trying to get mailmen to come to your house? What?
Bacchus 173 says I watched it, Mark. Watching it was one of the actual things. Doing it is another. Should be okay. I take my time.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to do that.
I have some. For Christmas, they had a super good deal on the Illuminite stuff. By the way, Jake 10 at checkout, get you 10% off Illuminite stuff. But anyway, they had a super good deal on the amazing quick cast, and I have like 8 sets, like 8 sets of it. So it'd probably be, if Jackie gets over here this week, the weather's been crazy. Jackie gets over here this week, we'll probably mess around with some of that stuff and see how it acts and what temperatures and things like that. Maybe even make a video. So, and then on the next show, depending on, then I got to figure out how long it takes, and then if it's good for the show, you know what I mean. That's at 100.
Ashley says I want to see Joey and Matt do a layered project. Lots of different cut files into this website I use. We don't always get what you want, Ashley.
Well, thanks for asking. By God.
Okay.
Okay.
Joey says like Martin the Mailman Brees.
Yeah.
Sounds like a wrestler.
Yeah. He'd be down for it too a bit, man. He'd be pretty good. Okay, it's probably about time. Let's see.
Martin says, Jake, if Joey wants me to come see him, all he has to say is, "Yo, bro, I have tacos." He always has tacos, Martin.
Yeah. Yeah. Who'd be down?
Brad R has got a question. Says, Jamie and Jake, do you have PO boxes, addresses we can send stuff if we want to?
We have
I don't have a PO box, but I have an address.
on our social medias. There's you can DM us and we'll send it to you. By golly. Could you imagine Jamie putting his address in this chat? Dude, he'd be getting stalked and
I know. I'd have all of
Man.
Jake's girls becoming Jamie's girls. You know what I'm saying?
well, it could happen. It could happen, Jamie. But not all at once. You don't want it to be overwhelming. Could you imagine?
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. You don't want that.
I've
So,
already got Ashley wanting to come to the UK.
watch out. Watch out. Watch out. That place will never be the same.
I know, right?
Okay, it's time to pour. So, these ones I'm just going to.
Ashley says, Brad, they don't need anonymous shut up Ashley signs. Now we can make our own.
Hey, don't forget I have a CNC also. We got Dremel tools. There's all kinds of stuff over here. This is gonna look like candy that immediately makes your stomach.
CJ's making tacos for dinner. Kaidi Shed is in.
What's up? What's up, Cuddy?
Chris Schwind says, I said that wrong. Chris Schwind says we are Jamie's girls.
Yeah, it's implied, man. We need to get an SMC girls shirt like
Yeah,
Ashley.
we should just change it. Saturday morning cartoons girls.
That was Ashley had a good idea that one time.
That one time.
Yeah, she did good. She did good. Yep.
That looks cool.
Thank you, sir. And obviously, I'm gonna stir this stuff up with a stick too because it kind of looks like craziness right now.
I'm gonna serve this up with a stick.
You got shrimp on a stick, shrimp on a plate.
It reminds me of that scene. Was it Bart or is it Homer when he goes, "I wash myself with a rag on a stick"?
I don't know, but it's hilarious. Wherever it came from. That was good.
Joey says, "I have a shut up Ashley set up in the laser."
So do a little bit of this action here with this. Get a little bit of swirly business going on. It ought to look cool.
Swirly.
Some swirly action, and then
Yeah, Harry Marcus knows what I'm talking about. He said it was Bart. Yeah, I think it was.
Are,
he wanted to put on weight or something.
Yeah, these are a little full, or they're a little shallow. Like if you had plenty in here, I would leave those on there. They're way easy to. It's easier to get that resin off of the mold if you just leave it fat like that. But these are a little bit low, so I decided to get resin everywhere. There we go. There we go. Those ought to be pretty cool. Good colors. Good colors, people.
Jen says they're going to be cool. Wayne Hillman says, lick the stir stick.
Not again. Not again.
Martin's apologising to Ashley for telling everyone her secrets.
Hey.
Martin L says, did he swell them? Yeah, he did.
Hey, good boy. Here we go. A little bit of cleanup, Jamie, and then we'll talk about the next thing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Give me some more gloves. I cannot wait till Patreon, man. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, we are.
And then Sunday, there's another Patreon going on. And
there?
I'm going to be an earworm for it. And so is Joey. It'll be Jamie's first ever Patreon live show. That ought to be fun.
I've got a pretty huge chunk of ash sitting on the lathe right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That piece of
there
ash
we go.
has hips
And
on
we're
it.
doing some outboard turning. I don't know if you can see it. It's right over there.
There you go. Let me get this stuff set up and then we'll do some talking.
I'm getting scared. Ashley's being nice.
Uh-oh.
She said if you're not subscribed to JP's YouTube channel, do it.
Good girl, Ashley.
I've got to
12
make
cups.
I've got to make Iron Man's heart. It's not heart reactor, I think it's called.
Uh-oh. Cool.
For Ashley.
All right, Jamie Pie.
We're doing the super chat blank.
Yes, sir.
Right, so let's get these colours to you. Right, so
Hold on 1 second.
what's the choice of beverage today, Jake?
It's cold mocha iced coffee. I'm not even lying this time. It's delicious.
Nice. So the first colour, mate, is
Mint. What?
Mint green tea for Mr. Mint. Thank you, Wayne.
for Wayne.
Yep.
The next one on the list is Pacific Blue by Mr. Shane Hurst.
Let me find that one. Pacific.
Ashley says she's a nice person. You're awesome, Ashley.
She is
Bit
all right.
weird, but you're awesome.
Hey, weird's all right.
Then you
She's
have
always-
go on, mate.
Thank you. Who did this one?
That one was Shane Hurst.
Thank you, Shane. Pacific Blue. Pay attention, Ashley.
Then it was pink for me, but that was for charity.
Okay, we got some Shaba Sakura Pink. I'm not saying it again.
Then we got
Thank you, Charity.
brown for me. That was for in dedication to the Martin's Ditches.
We're gonna go Bashudo Brown. Thank you, Martin.
Then Deep Ocean Green from Chris Schwind.
Chris Schwind. Dark Ocean Green. Thank you.
Mark L
Chris
said, "Did you
Schwind."
set your coffee outside to cool it down?"
No. It's these cups, man. Hey, these little some cups.
Yeah, some.
They keep it good for a long time.
Speaking of
Very
that,
good.
we're on 72. So not that
72.
far off. Not that
Very
far
good.
off. We have, and I like this one as well. This is a good colour to pick. We have Tilt for PTSD awareness,
Teal.
and that's
So
from Leah.
we're gonna go with. We're gonna do. Let me see here. I'm always doing
Jen
this.
Smith made a good point.
So what
She
we're
said,
gonna
weird
do?
fits us all. Totally agree. If you're not weird,
Yeah.
you're boring.
Okinawa Blue, and I'll change Jen's a little bit. She won't be mad. She's a good security. Okinawa Blue, PTSD awareness.
Yeah.
I know a little
Good
something
call.
about all this stuff. Thank you, Leah, for doing that. What did I say? I was gonna say. If you think you seen a mouse in the house, you saw a mouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you think something's wrong, there's probably something wrong. Go talk to somebody. Good enough.
Sounds like a good idea
Thank
to
you
me,
once
mate.
again, Leah. Thank you for your service, Leah. Okinawa Blue for Leah. There you go.
Yeah. Next on the list is Ahoy High Blue from CJ.
Got it. I pulled that one out. I got that one ready because I saw it. Ahoy High Blue. Thank you, CJ.
Then we have Green from Martin.
Green. I'm just gonna do. There's one I haven't used yet. No, that's the wrong one. Imperial Jade. Martin. Thank you, Martin. Imperial Jade.
Okinawa Blue from Jan.
Jan. we're going to change that to Carolina blue, Jenny Jen. Thank you, Jen.
Then we've got black from Gen C.
Ninja. We'll do some ninja for Gen C. Thank you, Jen.
Then we have 14 nugget gold from Ashley.
There you go, Ashley. Ashley, you picked 14 karat nugget gold. Okay. Thank you, Ashley.
You better remind her again.
Hold on. Ashley, 14 karat nugget gold. Good job. Appreciate it.
There we go.
There we go.
And then lastly, we have Canny that picked purple.
Purple, let's do
Do the wisteria.
Wisteria. Yes, sir. There you go. Wisteria purple for Connie. All right. I have this stuff ready. What we're going to do this week. Last week, thank you, Matt, for doing the winning bid on the turning blank last week. Super cool. Blew us away. This week, we're doing this full blank right here. And let me get to show you some. It is fantastic. We did this one the week before we did Harry's Bowl. Just to remind everybody, look how cool that is. Bunch of scrap stuff in there, and I think it's going to be cool. We're going to be auctioning this. Jay, we're going to do that while I'm going to be putting these colors all in here and stuff. So, Jamie's in charge of this. He's the boss. Go, Jamie. He has a gavel and a little baby hammer. So let's see.
Don't be mocking my whacking, boy.
Let's get this thing going here. Okay, so the other thing is, let's say you bid $50. If you're in America, add $10 just whenever you do the PayPal thing. It's not a super chat, by the way. You just do the PayPal. There's a link at the top of the thing and in the description. If you're in America, add 10 extra bucks. If you're not in America, add 20 extra bucks. And if it's anything extra than that, I'll just eat it. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Jamie. Go ahead, Jamie.
Well, well, I was going to start the bidding at $30 like last week, but Mr. Joey has already started the bidding at $50. But what we're going to do is it's going to go up in $5 increments, and if there's multiples of exactly the same bids, I'm going to have to do it at the first one I see on my screen.
Yeah.
So at the moment, the winning bid is 75 with Spirit and Bear.
Woo.
80 with Joey.
Yeah.
Do I hear 85?
I love it. This is my favorite part. Blah 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 blah.
We have 90 with Spirit and Bear. We can you know what, we can even get Ashley in on this.
I love it.
There we go. We have 95 from Joey. $100 from Cindy Keogh.
Cindy, good.
Do I hear 105? 105 from Brad. Do I hear 110? 110, 110, 110. 110, 110, 110. Do I hear 110? 110 from Mr. Joey Steelblade Woodworks.
How did you not do this for a living?
I know, right? I'm well good at this.
Yeah, well good.
110, 110, 110 from Joey Steelblade Woodworks. Do I hear 115? 115. 115, 115. Is Matt just going to come in from round the back again?
Uh-oh.
Watch out. 115, 115.
Get it
Do I
started.
hear 115? Do I 115? Oh, 125 from Mrs. Cindy Keogh.
Cindy.
125. Do I hear 130?
It's Cindy, go.
Do I hear 130? Do I hear 130? 130.
There's a big. So between your bidding and us seeing it, there's a big delay. So
yeah, we have to wait a little while. So
yeah. So if you're wondering why Jamie's just like,
oh,
what the hell?
Matt's got his eyes on the prize at the moment. He's watching. He's watching.
Watch out, man.
We're at 130 with Brad. So
Yeah.
do I hear 135? We still got Brad. Sorry, Joey, a little bit late, buddy. Brad got in there first.
Snipered you, Joey. I can't believe you let him do that.
Do I hear 135? Yeah, I wouldn't take it, Joey. I'd put that bid right up there,
Yeah.
so nobody else could get to it.
Yep.
135 from the awesome Cindy Keogh. Do I hear
Cindy.
140?
Speaking of Cindy,
Remember, yeah,
speaking of Cindy,
go on.
for 1 second there, Jamie,
Go on,
she
mate.
is our special guest today on Patreon, and she's almost, she is
Yes, she is.
almost to 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I did put a link to her Instagram below. So after we get done with the show today, go there and go follow Cindy. She does cool stuff, and a lot of effort is being made on her part. So, and she'll be with us today on Patreon, which should be a good time.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Back to the action, brother.
We got 145 from Brad. So do I hear 150?
Oh,
Ashley said, "Oh snap! Cindy is my first Patreon show. Yay!"
yeah, she is.
So we're at 145 with Brad's Respondec. Do I hear 150?
Blah 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 blah.
All that blah 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 in. I need a bit of coffee.
Hey, do the Ashley thing again. I love that.
Good call. Saves me doing it.
Yeah.
So we are at 145 at the moment. We are at 145. Do I hear a 150?
Okay.
What we'll do is we'll keep it going until 10 minutes past the hour, so we don't take up the entire show. That's 4 minutes left to go.
So let me start mixing this stuff up here.
We have 145 from Brad.
You guys are awesome.
Cindy says she's hit her limit. 150 from Joey.
Joey, what's up, buddy?
Joey's out there and he's hit the 150 mark. So do I hear 155? I saw Matt was keeping his eye on it earlier on. Is he still keeping his eye on it? That is the question.
Yeah.
155. Is still here 155.
Blah blah blah.
Oh, Matt but woohoo.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it sounded quite like that, but he's out there and he's going woohoo.
Well, that's what we're gonna pretend it's like anyway.
Oh, Brad's put 155 out there. He's having a fighting show there with Joey. So is that 155? Do I hear 160? So is that $155 at the moment? Do I hear 160?
Oh.
We've got to go. Oh, should we get the Ashley? Let's get Ashley doing it.
Ashley.
Let's get Ashley doing it.
My favorite part of that whole thing is the sniff.
Let's kind of have to take a break. Ashley says you're going to raise so much from Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, we were gonna...
Joey, are you going to stand for that? You're going to let Brad take over?
Yeah.
I know you'll have to go a day without tacos, but I mean,
there's
it's Make-A-Wish.
Joey might be thinking about the Patreon one too, because there's going to be.
Yeah,
want me to show him? Want me to show him?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
let's do it. Let me get a clean chingadero here. Speaking of Joey's, this is what
Joey's gone in with 160.
This is what we're auctioning off on Patreon. The Clown Bowl. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
That's gonna go. That's gonna go for charity. So there will be another, and the next 3 weeks after this one, we're gonna be doing this every week. I have a bunch of stuff up here and I think the last Saturday of the month, we're gonna really probably do 2 or 3, and raise as much money as we can for Make-A-Wish and represent each other well.
So Brad has just jumped over Joey and gone 175. Do I hear 180?
Where are you from, Brad? Put where you're from in the chat there. I think I know, but I'm not sure.
You're gonna make some kids day. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Brad, Anita
Not
says
playing.
Brad means business.
Hey, he mean business. So we don't.
You never know. We've got
We don't.
under a minute to go.
Yeah, we don't say business.
Under a
We
minute
say
to go.
you gotta say business. He means business.
Under a minute to go. Do you know? Let's make it quarter past the hour,
Yeah. Hey,
because we need to get Matt time to type in his bid.
I can't believe Matt. Hey, Matt
You know
did good
what?
last week. We're not gonna mess with him too
He
much. He
did.
did great.
Yeah,
He did
he did
great.
good.
Yeah.
So we're going to get 5-minute warning now. So we're at 175 with Brad.
Nice. Nice.
Fleetswood Shops in says hello, Jake and Jamie. Sorry I'm late to being here. From Doug.
What's up, Doug? We're just raising some money, giving the stuff.
Yeah,
What I think was cool about this, everybody got to see us make this, make all these
yeah,
things. So it's
yeah,
pretty
without
neat.
doubt.
And I was so excited I forgot to hit the timer, which I guess it doesn't matter that much, right?
Nah, you've got
Nah.
you got your little temperature doodah.
My doodah.
No, we got what 175. Is anyone out there going to raise it to
Yeah.
180 or even
Yeah.
200?
I cannot believe you don't do that for a living, Jamie.
I know.
Cannot believe
I
it.
tell you what. I really need a big cowboy Stetson and be like do it properly, you know.
Yeah. Hey. That's
Come on now, you hear? Do I hear
so
180?
at the end of
We're
Make a
gonna
Wish
get rid
Day.
of these cattle.
At the end of Make a Wish, everybody goes into this big assembly area and then they auction things off, and there's an actual auctioneer. So I'm not going to be able to see that ever the same.
Do you know? I might dig out my. I might dig out my like. It's like a plasticky sort of Stetson for the next one.
Like a Toy Story.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
Awesome.
175.
Yeah, I think you gotta.
And Andrew W
there?
says, "I can't believe you don't wear a wristband."
Huh?
I don't know. Well, Jake, can't believe you don't wear a wristband. He said.
What?
Connie says, "Did someone say cowboy?" We are still
Connie.
on 175.
Hey,
So do I hear 180?
Simmer down, Connie. Simmer down, girl.
I think Joey's thinking about it because he's keeping quiet. We've got 3 minutes left to go, just under.
Awesome.
And Brad is still taking the bowl blank home.
Brad is rocking it, man.
Ashley says, "I want to pay for shipping whoever wins."
Good girl, Ashley.
And Joey says he is thinking.
And the other part of this thing is whoever wins this, let's say if it's 175, Brad gets 175 tickets into the bowl that we're raffling at Make a Wish. So
there you go.
yeah.
Mark L says Joey's counting the change in his breakfast taco fund.
he's counting it.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes left to go, just under, and we're at $175 with Brad.
Yeah.
Do I hear 180?
Jamie. Out of control. Best wingman in the business.
Ashley says breakfast tacos sound amazing.
Dude, they do right now too.
Fleet's Woodshop says let's make it 250.
Is that a
That's
bid?
taking a big jump. Is that a bid?
Is that a bid?
Is that a bid? I need to say yay or nay. Anita says Joey's setting up a GoFundMe page.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. Joey might be saving it for that clown bowl, man, and I'm not mad at him.
He could be. He could be.
He might be saving it for that because that's
Okay,
out.
so Doug from Fleet's Woodshop has bid $250.
Get you some of that. That's
There
what I'm
you go.
talking about. Go, Doug. Right
Nice, nice,
on.
nice.
Right
And we've got
on.
less than a minute left.
I forgot I put extra resin in here because I knew I wasn't going to have. I knew there was going to be a wood
I
shrinkage
think
today.
I think Joey's just taken a lean back in his chair and giving it up.
He said, "Oh, we'll wait till Patreon."
Joey
Hey,
says he's trying to figure out what tools to sell.
Hey, this is super awesome. You guys are awesome.
I won't sell your tools, Joey. I'll sell your truck.
No, you can't be selling trucks, dude. That's like sacrilege in Texas, dude. You're trying to start trouble.
Doug says not. Let's make it 300. Is that a bid, Fleet?
We need to know if that's an actual bid or not.
I need you to confirm nor deny. We're at 50. We're at quarter past now. So if that is 300, that's the last. That's the last. That's the last one, and I can whack down the gavel.
Yep. Holy moly! And it'll go right to. I don't know if Fleets was in here, if Doug was in here, but there's a Make-A-Wish or there's a PayPal that's pinned to the chat.
Okay,
Please.
so Doug has bid $300,
Awesome.
and the gavel. Here we go. Let's see if I can make it go a bit louder than last time.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go, Doug. Holy
$300
moly.
to for Make-A-Wish.
Holy moly. That's super awesome. And that was an awesome gavel. Hey, dude. Do it again.
What? Whack the gavel, yeah?
Yeah, do it again because it's awesome.
I nearly hit my thumb last time.
Well,
I had to hit it a bit harder. This wood blank's getting dented.
okay, Doug. That PayPal link is right there. Please put it to friends and family. If you can, oh well, I'll cover it. It's no big deal. The important part is just getting it in there. But it does help out if you do the friends and family thing and just put donation, and I'll make your tickets up. This bowl will go out. I'm assuming you want to turn it. I'm hoping you want to turn it. Super awesome, and we'll get it all squared away. Whew.
That's that's awesome. That is
I gotta turn
fantastic.
down.
It's certainly going to make a kid's day.
Yeah, I gotta turn down the air conditioner, dude. You got me all wired up in here. Let me see.
Got 'em wired up Mountain
Got
Dew.
me wired up on Mountain Dew and cold coffee. By golly. Holy. He just came in here
Vicky's out in the chat, having a joke and a giggle with Ashley.
What's up?
Terrible twos, that is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, man. We're gonna have a great showing.
David from Portal Woodworks is in. Says there's what in blue blazing Sam hell is going on here.
Well, good morning. How you doing?
How you doing, David?
What's up? He come in blazing, didn't he? Hey.
Didn't he just? Jenny Jen says hashtag Jamie's girls.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to make a Saturday morning cartoons girls t-shirt.
Well, we got it. We'll do it this week. Say it and we got to do it, right?
Yeah, we'll do it this week.
That's the life of a YouTuber. You say, if I say it, I got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Kevin Carpenter says, at what point will glitter suspend?
If you have a slower, let's see, by the time we mix this up and pour it in this blank, it's already, I'm sure within a minute or two, it's already solidified. So there's not going to be a whole lot more movement going on. But if you have a slower working time, epoxy or whatever, then that's when you run into things like that. And I've had some just sink to the bottom on the deep pour stuff.
Yeah, Brad's got a good point. SMC girls, it's not nearly as long.
Yeah. SMC girls, they know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And CJ said, depends on the glitter. It probably depends on a lot of things, but that's one thing. You might have some heavier glitter than other ones and stuff. So, lots of factors sometimes. But on this particular resin, it's by the time we put it in pressure pot, it's there's not a lot going to happen after that. I think there's still some movement going to happen a little bit, but not much.
Doug would like to know, says, Jake, please tell me again what to say on PayPal.
Just in the notes, just put donation. And then if you can find the spot where it says friends and family, there's like a thing that says goods and services and friends and family. Do friends and family. That way, there's the PayPal fees are voided. And if you can't figure out, just get it in there. And like I said, I'll cover it. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
The important thing is, and he wants to turn it, right, Jimmy? Is that what he said in there? Did you see that?
Doug, do you want to turn it or do you want Jake to turn it? We need to find that out. I don't think I asked.
Yeah, I bet he'll turn it. But if not, no biggie. We'll get her done. And these are getting warm. 98 degrees. I'm glad I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Good call. Good call. Okay, I think we probably mixed enough.
Yes, he said he will turn it.
Awesome. Super awesome. Super good deal. Good deal. This thing is messy. Make sure I don't forget any colors this week.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I did it. And I said, oh crap.
He said, oh darn.
The blue is look at that. It's beautiful though. Let me make let's worry about that in a minute and make sure that this gets done, right? Hey, somebody asked me about these cups last week. And I was like, no, I'll get used to it. I guess I just did, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
you might be able to still scrape it up.
Well, not in time to get this in the pressure pot and I'll be able to clean it. Yes, it'll be fine. It's just inconvenient, and I don't want to get it on my electronic stuff here. So, no biggie. It's like almost spilled milk, except for more expensive. Well, milk's kind of high. So.
Yeah.
Hey.
Milk's kind of high, depending on what part of the animal it's from.
You're retarded. Oh man. Hey, and my apologies for the poop word I said earlier. The first time, huh?
Yeah. Ashley says she's got to go. Thank you, everyone who bid. There will be more chances.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy, Ashley.
Later, Ash. I can't believe I spilled that. I guess start believing it because I did it.
Chris says $5 to the swear jar.
Yeah. I can't even argue.
Matt says like spilled milk, but you can't lick it up.
Nope. There's no 5-second rule.
Jen says, bye, Ashley. See you at Patreon.
Yep. We're going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not spill anything, but we're going to have a good time. We're going to make do an alginate mold and make a hand out of that. By the end of the show, we're going to have the plaster hand out of the mold and we'll be able to check it out. That sound fun?
Not as fun as the something I've just been tagged in on Instagram. Apparently, I've just won an iPhone 13.
Yeah, I would. Well, that's good news.
Matt says there's a swear jar. Well, I'm broke.
Yeah, we're out of control on that one.
Mark L says you lick up spilled milk, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Hold on. This is Matt's blue too. Is that no? There we go.
I reckon you'll have enough time to get some of that.
Ah, got it. This was
Yeah.
it. That's it. Okay. Make sure I don't miss any colors besides this blue. That is gross. Let me see. Let's go over here. Hey, live show, man. We do stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get this in here, and then we can wrap it up. Is there anything we forgot to talk about while I'm putting this in the?
I don't know. Chris says she's won 5 of those phones. Well, I'll have one of yours then, Chris. And it means I don't have to claim mine one.
She said what?
She says she's won 5 of them iPhone 13s. Jen says swirl it.
Crap. Dang it, you guys. Hey, I got flustered. She's right though. So. Ah!
Quick.
Oh yeah, it's thick too. I swirled the crap out of it. So, thank you, Jen. Let me get that.
Good call, Jen. Good call.
Good call. Good call. Good call. What we gonna do? Mess it up?
Copper hours in the chat.
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Missed the exciting. I don't know if he's been in here or not, but if he just got here, he missed a pretty good show.
Yeah. Now blue's on the list of stuff that Jake spills.
Yeah. Hey, it's a beautiful blue. It's beautiful. I might just leave it there and be like, hey, look how pretty that is. There we go. Let me.
There we go.
We are going. Let me put on some more gloves and try to minimize. Hey, man, we're human, huh?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm a human that spills a lot of stuff.
Evidently.
Oh, hey, part of the gig. Who in the chat has spilled some stuff like this? Who's had a similar experience?
I've got a funny story actually
Go ahead.
about spilling resin. So I was doing some resin pouring in the kitchen one day, making some resin and driftwood blank, and I mixed up about 16 ounces of resin, and I poured it into the mold, and I noticed that the resin wasn't covering the blank, and I thought, well, something's not right. It should have done. So I mixed up another 16 ounces of resin, poured it in, and it still wasn't covering. I'm thinking something's not right here.
Yeah.
So I noticed that the piece of wood, I had forgotten to glue it to the base, and the wood was rising up. Well, me being stupid, just was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just push it down. Well, as I pushed it down, there was so much pressure as I pushed it down, it just blew the bottom of the base apart and the bottom of the mold apart. So all of a sudden, I had glow in the dark blue resin all over the kitchen surface, kitchen floor, everywhere. And luckily, it didn't explode to the point where every single bit of resin went onto it, but a lot did. But I cleaned up a lot of it and just picked it up and threw it in the burning barrel and set fire to it, and then cleaned it up with tissues and kitchen towels and yeah.
Good call.
But even still to this day, you can see glow in the dark blue on the kitchen floor.
All right. So what do we got? Doug is the man today, right? Is that what happened?
Doug is the man today.
He's the man today. And then so Doug, still in there, Doug?
Mr. Fleets.
Mr. Fleet's workshop. Let's see if he's still in there. Give him a little bit of. We clean off my temperature gun there because it swam in resin.
Jules says they had to throw away their jeans because after spilling a ton of resin on it. They weren't home, Chris.
Doug, let's we do a pin blank giveaway every week. You get to pick who gets it. Since you're
Yeah.
the Make-A-Wish superstar.
Pick a name from the chat there, Doug. And
Let me get this. I'll show you what the pin blanks are. I'll show you which ones they are. Let me turn
Matt
this
says,
up.
if you aren't spilling, you ain't pouring.
By golly. Rubbin's racing, all that kind of stuff, right? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Let's see here. Let me show you the pin blanks mess. Okay. Safety police, here you go. Bye. Pin blanks. Here we go. Move my. I gotta clean that too, because holy moly. Here we go. Here's the pin blanks. Upside down. Here we go. Here's one of them. There's some resin only ones. Whoever he picks will get these. Let me show you your bowl. Let me show you your bowl blank again while we're zoomed in. This thing is.
Do you want to pick someone from the chat to win them blanks, Doug?
There you go. There we go. Jamie.
I know, man. I know.
Oh, man. Did he pick someone yet? Pick anybody, Doug. It don't matter. Hopefully somebody new, whatever. But Doug, you get to pick what you want to pick, man.
He's keeping us in suspense.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Brad, we make stuff all the time, man. I do the stuff.
More opportunities will become, mate. More opportunities.
Yeah. So before he puts that in there, he what was I gonna say? I already forgot. I'm all jacked up. We got a Patreon later. The website, we did go and change the website. Everything on it, if it's a $50 or more purchase, then free shipping. By golly, we took a step back. Jackie was over here. We just kind of had a chat about it and was like, let's just do it and work around it.
He's picked. He throw a dart and it hit Chris and Vicky for the giveaway.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, Vicky can let's.
Well, Vicky is. She can. I get stuff from that. We'll talk about Vicky a pen out of your blanks.
Chris will get them. I got some others. Every so often we'll say, so I just put those in whatever. She's a patron. She's a longtime supporter. So next time I send her something, she'll get these blanks too. That cool, Chris? Matter of fact, I got something to turn for her too. So it won't be that long before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got your fleet. Hey, Doug, you did good. We're done. Chris will get those. Vicky, she said, wahoo. Sorry, Vicky.
Oh, not really, because I've got pen blanks here that you sent me. I'll make her a pen out of one of them.
And we got online and got a ticket to England, right?
Yeah, we did.
Central. Yeah, so it won't hurt to put a few pin blanks in the old bag on the way there, whatever. So let me get it. We're gonna do this for the first time, Jimmy. See if I can figure out how to do this. Oh my God, there's a ton of stuff on there, Jamie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So on the way out, hit the thumbs up. Last week's video, by hitting the thumbs up and leaving a comment, tell Jamie how you like his hat, or tell us pew pew for the guns. I didn't get to show the biscuits today, but keep it classy. Tell us something in the chat. Give us a thumbs up, and then I can see that it affects how well the video gets put out there. So, and if this video gets put out there, the rest of the videos get put out there. And the link below, I put the video to this week's video if you haven't seen it. Patreon at 1 o'clock. let's do that. That's going to be fun. And then what else we got, Jimmy?
Cindy says she's going to send some to Vicky. Broken Branch Woodshop says, how are you cleaning hybrid blanks after casting?
After I cast them, I was using the table saw, and for whatever reason, I just kind of don't like it. So what I've been doing is I go over to the bandsaw and I'll cut them a little bit big. So like the blanks that I use are the right width. So I only have to cut the top of them off. So I cut a little bit fat, and I'll have a bunch of saw marks on it, and I go over there with a 220 orbital sander and just sand the saw marks off, and then I take them to the buffing wheels, and I buff them, and that's what I take. That's all I do. I'm not going to spend. I don't see the point in spending a whole bunch of time on stuff that people's going to turn anyway. I mean, you want it to look good for your website or whatever or social media, but as far as like if Jamie buys a pen blank from me, he's probably not going to care too much what it looks like before he turns it. He's going to care what it looks like after.
After, the outside, I mean, you don't really see much of the square afterwards because it gets turned down so much.
But I do make them this shape for a reason. I fill to an inch so that I can cut some off of it so you can see what it's kind of going to look like on the inside, and then I just make it to where it looks presentable. But I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Anything else?
Another super chat from Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Chris.
Apart from that, so we have Mr. Wayne the Woodturner's live coming up at 2 p.m. Central. Obviously, we've got Patreon for the patrons coming up next. At what time, Jake?
At 1 o'clock, and it'll probably be. We're probably going to adjust that for the future, but this month it's going to go so that we don't miss Wayne's too much.
Yeah.
And it's because he supports us, we support him. We all have fun on each other's shows, so we'll probably move it a half hour because the problem is I want to keep these in a pressure pot for 2 hours, but the first one I put in has already been. If we start a half hour earlier, we could take that one out and just start projects or whatever. So it's all good. But
Chris has also said thank you, Doug. Jake passed mine on to Andrew W because he's new.
Andrew W. Let's get him to Andrew W. Facebook, Instagram, Sea Turtle, Carrier Pigeon, Smoke Signal. Send me your address, and we'll get you those pin blanks. Thank you, Chris. Classy move right there. Classy move. Right?
Yeah.
Good job, Chris.
I've written that name down as well.
Okay. Just send me a thing, Doug. I'll get your information. That thing will go out Monday. And that it, Jamie? You did a good job.
That's it, mate. I think that's it.
You did a great job today.
I know.
Okay. We'll end on that. So you guys, see y'all later next time. Don't forget to leave us a comment and a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time. Bam. Yeah, they can hear us still. They can hear us. Look at that.